not sure if I'll play an island or not. I probably will. With Forager in your deck, I kind of think you want to. So it's going to be more blue-red splash black, I guess, is a better way of putting it. So I might actually play the 4th Volk, or I don't know, something like that. I'm thinking about doing something like that anyways. If I play Mountain, I might play 4 Scalding Tarns as well. So I'm just thinking about all that stuff, but I haven't decided yet. I think having to pay 1 to search up your land is kind of debilitating. Like, I think that's basically just as good as Wasteland, so it probably will not print that if I had to guess. My day's fine. I read the organized play announcement, and I had some thoughts about it, but it's kind of a mixed bag, honestly. Yo, Louie, thank you for the 6-month resub. Appreciate that, my friend. Let me know if I should open a chest for you. So I think I'm gonna play 2 Forager, 2 Angler. 13 creatures, I think, is about right. Yeah, exactly, Milk Dud. It's just like... I'll save it for a more impressive fall. Alright, we'll do. I don't know when that'll be, because the open all option certainly costs a lot. Alright, Lightning Bolt. I like Fatal Push in the main deck. Also, I don't like main deck Plague Engineer, but it's like sort of okay. I like a pair of 1 or 2 Preordains in this style of deck. Mostly because once you have whales, I think Preordains become good as well. Crocus and MH2? I don't know about that. A fixed, interesting. Tap, sack, return, target non-basic land. That's more interesting, but... I'm not sure how to feel about the card, actually. Like, I don't know. What am I missing? Oh, I want to play with 3 iterations, not 4. I think 3 is good. Yeah, it's kind of weird. If they have a lot of lands, it basically does the same thing as Wasteland, because like it doesn't really matter if you bounce it or destroy it. But if they have no lands, it's much worse, right? So it's kind of an interesting take on it. I'm not sure, obviously. It's like kind of hard to figure out if that sort of card is good, but I don't really speculate on what possible designs there are for cards all too often. Oh, Daze is the card I'm forgetting. That's what it is. Right. Or Bolt. Wonder if I am supposed to play Island in this deck. Like... There's a lot of issues with Island in this style of deck. I'm thinking about that right now. Just think Iteration's really good. I like sideboarding. The black sideboard cards, I think, solve a fair number of matchups for Delver style decks right now. Like, I want to play at least 3 Plague Engineer, if not 4. I think 3 is mandatory. Play at least 3 Pyroblast, because like this sort of deck is extremely weak to Uro. I think Uro in game 1 is basically really hard for this type of deck to beat. It's kind of sad. Like, there's nothing as powerful as Klothys in Grixis, I think, is one huge problem. Like, Klothys is a real good reason to be green, I think. But it's like Thoughtseize versus those other cards. Like Thoughtseize and Plague Engineer versus those other cards. Like Null Rod. I think I'm gonna play some Surgical Extraction. Probably like, oh no, there's already 2 there. I see. Wait, what did I? Oh, I actually put this in standard. That's why. If I fix this real quick, should have no issues. I was wondering what the hell was going on there. It told me Surgical Extraction was not legal. Caracas. I kind of hate that, personally, but it's not unreasonable. Queen's exactly okay, but I think you can do better. Painful Truths, huh? I'm looking for other ideas for cards I could play. Ooh, Opposition Agent's not bad, but I'm not sure. There's Opposition Agent, there's like Hull Breacher. There's a lot of like weird cards you could play. Still looking. I think I'm gonna play 1 Hull Breacher. One Opposition Agent. And I kind of, I guess, kind of want a 3rd Thoughtseize, but my colored mana situation is kind of stretched this board, especially. Although I guess there's not a matchup where I would have Plague Engineer, Thoughtseize, and Surgical in my deck all at the same time. It's like pretty unlikely, I think. Could sideboard a 3rd Force of Negation. I think that's reasonable. Could also go to like 4C or 4 Volk 2C. That might actually be correct. It might be correct to go 4 Volk, 2C, keep the fetches, and maybe just not main deck Fatal Push. I'm not sure. It's like, there's a lot of things to think about. I could also cut Young Pyromancer, but I kind of like this Singleton. But I think Sprite Dragon is generally better right now, is how I would put it. Yeah, you are Baby B. I actually kind of like that term you came up for it, P-Zepper. That's a nice one. You are Baby B. Let's see. What else could I do? Let's see. What other cards are interesting? Could always play Submerge, but I don't think that's worth it. Play Third Thoughtseize. That might be worth it. Court of Cunning is better in Grixis, so I might play that. I think in URG, or like Blue Red Splash Screen, Kothis is generally much better, but I could see playing 1 Court of Cunning. Though, like, my deck is really 3-drop tribal post-board in a lot of matchups. I don't think K-Command has aged well. Like, especially versus... Yeah, I understand it's really good versus D&T, but it's also really clunky versus them. No, I don't really love K-Command, like I said. It's just, like, super clunk. You could Liliana the Last Hope. It would require restructuring of the mana base slightly, but no, I don't want to play Fire Ice. I'd rather play Forked Bolt before Fire Ice. That's how it goes nowadays, to be quite fair. Alright, so I'm a little bit soft to Graveyard in this configuration. I think Grixis is generally soft to Graveyard, unless if you like make some real concessions to it, but yeah, what's up? Sideboard Strix. I mean, that's exactly okay. I think Strix is too low impact to sideboard. Plus, I don't think I need more grindy 2-mana spells, because like with 3 iteration in your deck, you churn through your deck a lot faster, especially alongside the Foragers. Like 3 iteration, 2 Foragers, actually a lot of grind. Archmage Charm with Sanctuary. I'd rather Painful Truths plus Sanctuary if you want to go that route. I think it's a lot more effective pretty often, but I kind of just am into neither, to be quite fair. Reed plays Legacy still, like a reasonable amount. Not as much as he used to. I think Mengucci plays or records a stream like once or twice a week or something like that. I don't know. But are there others? I mean, I really suspect now we'll see a lot more people just doing whatever the hell they want, being like, you know, whatevs. Oh, I have 2 new emotes if you're new to the stream, Jarvis Merit and Jarvis Math. If you want to check those out, I had a friend of mine do them named Checkbox, so shout out to them. Then I'm going to run this. We'll try it anyways for science. Well, that's one way to view it, Mark. I'm not sure that's the right way to view it. I think a lot of them wanted to keep doing this, so they're more disappointed, if that makes sense. Of course they don't have a choice, yeah. Yeah. This is slightly over my limit still. One sec, let me figure it out. What can I cut? My limit is 1,300. Oh, foragers are up to 81 tickets, that's why. What on earth? Is there something else I can cut? Let's see. Do I really need this whole breacher? I guess is the question. Alright. Whole breacher is not even that good, so I'm gonna cack it. It's like exactly okay, I think. Like, Whole Breacher or Thoughtseize are about the same card, and sometimes Thoughtseize is better anyways, so... Here we go. Don't tell anyone that I'm doing this, chat. That I'm optimizing for the 1,300 ticket limit. Just, let it be our secret, you know? Just let it go. Anyways, if you all are new to this chat, or this stream, first off, hit that follow button. That's free to do. But if you have a Twitch Prime or regular sub you're willing to use here, it's much appreciated. Remember, you have Bezo Bucks every month, so you might as well use it somewhere. Anyways, I'm going to update Cardboard Live real quick while the card hoarder order goes through. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. Just means it's more net deckable, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really think of it that way, but that is possible. Alright, CBL should be updated. Someone let me know if that actually happened. And let's see, let's fix the deck name. What do you got to do for an updated Rogue or Blue, Red, Green list at the end of the stream? I don't know. You can post a list that you think is good and I'll comment on it with... There's a channel point command for that, so if you really want that, I can do that. I'll give quick comments. I'm not going to go like full-blown, like, you know, discuss every single detail, you know? Yo, Inoxia, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. You're new here, so let's get some Jarvis Clap, Jarvis Math, and Jarvis Merit for Inoxia in the chat. Yeet. Jarvis Merit. Jarvis Clap. And... Alright, we're getting in the deck, so we'll join a league real soon. And also, should I open a chest for you, Anoxia? Yeah, those are the tough questions, aren't they? Right. Okay, I will open a chest for you. Alright, let's see what's inside. Whoa, what the hell? Perplexing test? This feels like a Strixhaven card. Never seen it. I remember this one from M14 Limited. I wonder if the other one's worth anything. It feels like no, but... Oh, 81 cents. I don't know. Cool frame, yeah. Alright. So, open a card I've never seen and a card that I've basically... I remember, like, Whip of Erebos decks playing this card. I don't know if you all remember that. Alright, let's go to the Legacy League and see what we got. Technically a prelim, but I don't need QPs at the moment, so I'll let other people do that. Scavenging Booze winning the trophy race this weekend? That's a nice username. I approve of this username. Oh yeah, I remember Mark. You loved Whip of Erebos. Whip and Rhino took you right on over to the PT. Yeah, that was some good nonsense. There were a lot of like weird Abzan variants in that standard format. They were virtually all good at certain points, which is kind of crazy. Abzan was just so deep, you know? It's really nice outside right now. I have my window open. You might hear some birds chirping in a bit. Or maybe not, I don't know. Alright, it's been a while. I have no opponents willing to face me in the dungeon. Anyways, I don't know. Kind of sad that like clearly they're giving up on some how do I put it? Rewards for doing consistently well at high level events is how I would best put it. But you know, it is what it is. People will still play because like playing at the high level is fun. They are restructuring their advertising budget. Very rational way of looking at it. Yes, that is correct. All right, we got a match though. Rexplosion. I wonder if we're going to get burned out by a Rexplosion. Sneakin' shows their last match. P-Mega, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're having a good one. If this is a Sneakin' show, I'd probably keep this hand and it's reasonable, but you know. Yo, P-Mega, I saw you were playing the draft thing on Saturday, is that correct? We're in the same pod? I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. The last few times I played those community draft tournaments, I ended up with absurd decks basically every time. It was kind of crazy. I think this is actually a shuffle. I mean, the Ponder is good, but their cards are bad. That's like a pretty good draw. If I find another cantrip or a threat, now I'm gonna be in decent shape. That's not great. Abundant Harvest. Alright. I think this card is actually pretty good. What did they pick? They picked land, so there's a trop in their hand. Alright. Let's go. No, I don't really like dazing that. gonna say go. So like you don't really want to iterate unless if you want to play like get a land off of it. How do I best put it? Alright, well, guess new plan now. Which is deploy your threat first, then next turn play the iteration. This dragon is gonna kill pretty quickly too. Yeah, I think Harvest is pretty good. I've been impressed with it, or it's looked decent. Well, that's fine. That's the Misty that they got and played. I had some thoughts. I am upset that there's basically no way for anyone to make traction with repeated success in high-level tournaments. Like, clearly if you win, you have some success, but besides that, you don't really get anywhere. Also, they forced my Sprite Dragon. I'm fine with that. I don't really need it to win. Wow, what the hell was in their hand? So if I iterate into a fetch land, I can play my Angler this turn. So that seems pretty enticing. I should have Days Back to Sea, actually. But what they're gonna do, what I suspect they should do, is they will crack another fetch and just pay, and then I'll Daze again, and it's like pretty good for me. Like, I'm turning Dazes into Battle Grits as well, so it's like pretty strong. One, two, three, four, five, six. So Brainstorm in hand, bottom the Sprite Dragon, and play Angler, I guess. I like it. I don't know if I like it too much. It's possible that I like it too much compared to other people. But I'm basically just trying an experimental build. Not gonna Brainstorm this turn. Like, basically I assume something's gonna die this turn. And if it doesn't, that's like fine for me. Alright. But basically we're getting to the point where double bolt might be a real thing, you know? Okay. Bug generally only has Trophy as an answer. Like, in fact, all of the Delve threats are really good versus Bug, generally speaking. What? This looks heinous. What? Why is there a Terminus? Alright, I'm gonna Brainstorm to see if I need to use my red mana. Okay. Is my audio input different from normal? Like, apparently I had to reset it. Janky. Do I want to bolt that? Not really. Don't think bolting it this turn does that much. Oh, it's louder than usual? Oh. How about now? Oh, you turn it down on your side? Okay. I don't know what happened. I didn't really change anything. It probably has a prophetic prism. So if I brainstorm, I have 6 power in play, which seems worth it to me. What's this? Yo, what's up, Max? They only have 1 card, so they can't really do anything about it. Bolt's lethal though, so works out. Alright. A little bit messy, but actually it wasn't that messy. Yeah, I don't know why Terminus is in their deck. Like, I'm not siding out any Wastelands. I think some people do that shit, and like, I just look at my opponent's man base, I'm like, I'm never siding out Wasteland versus that opponent. Like, it just seems like it'll own them more often than not. Saying the way you lose to these decks is to draw too many do-nothing creatures and not enough either, like Lightning Bolt's not great, but Fatal Push is even worse. So I'm gonna shave 2 pushes and probably, since they showed me Hull Breacher, I'll leave in some of her bolts or whatever. Sort by mana value. I don't like Young Pyromancer versus decks that are likely to have Plague Engineer. Is Stifle good? Not particularly, I think. I think it's okay, but not good. Stifle's a way of life. You don't play it because it's good. Yeah, Stifle Uro, I think, is not that good, personally. So my opponent has Plow. Actually, versus Plow, maybe, like, the Young Pyromancer does get a little bit better, but I don't know. I think I'm actually going to shave 2 bolts. Well, actually, 1 bolt. The other thing about Young Pyromancers is it's actually pretty bad versus Terminus, because you basically have to, like, commit stuff into it. I'm gonna ship the bolt. I think I can potentially squeeze out a win with vaguely annoying, but whatever. Just let it go. Those cards don't actually do anything, so you should just shuffle them, I think. If my Sprite Dragon was a young Pyromancer, I could have kept that Ponder. But it wasn't, so, you know. So a V. That's bad. Alright. Guess we'll sit around for a bit. It's not the end of the world, but it depends on what happens on this turn cycle. We really need to draw a land, of course. Like, if we don't draw lands, I probably can't win. And they didn't shuffle the Brainstorm, which is obviously a bad sign. Another Brainstorm. They are going deep. They're going quite deep. It's probably Mana Traders. Like, Mana Traders gives you different arts randomly. Alright. Okay, crisis averted. If you match math charts, you can play 8. Only that were the case. I think the Bolt and an iteration can go, but I'll leave the Bolt on top in case, just to see what they do this turn. The best 8 Brainstorm deck? I don't know. Probably some combo deck, personally. I don't know. Ponder. Alright. I don't think I want the Bolt anymore. I don't think it really does anything. So how do I want to play this? Alright. I'm gonna lead on this. Because, like, I expect my first creature to die to, like, a random plow or something. Okay. Storm would be a very good 8 Brainstorm deck. I don't think anyone can disagree with that, really. I don't know, there's just, like, it's kind of tough to figure it out because, like, basically all the decks that play 4 Brainstorm probably would play 8. So it's just, like, kind of a ludicrous question, I think, in a lot of ways. What's the best 8 Ancestral deck? Isn't that just literally the same question? Sucks. Sucks. I'm tired of this game already, chat. You've instantly made me tired of it. What's the best number of whatever XYZ card? Ugh, my head hurts. I'm off it, chat. Uh, Great question, CB John. CB Jorn Run. Learning how to mulligan with the deck, I think, is the biggest level up. A lot of people just keep hands that are not great, I think, and it costs you a lot when you do that. I think also people would win a lot more if they played 4 Dark Depths. So those are my first impressions. Did I forget to put Delver in my deck? I really wish this was like Colossus or Colossus equivalent. Common heuristic I ask myself is, what does my hand do? Like, I'm not even joking, that sounds stupid, but it's like literally what I do. That actually applies to most decks, not just lands. It's just like, you should be asking yourself, what does your hand do? So, Crack Fetch, in response, Pyroblast, Surgical the Uro, I think is the correct play. This is a riff on the Surgical Pass and Flames trick. Alright, so my opponent's deck is down to a bunch of engineers and these collaterals to kill me. Oh, they have a Shark Typhoon in hand too. I see. Anyways, that's a good trick to know about. It comes up versus Past in Flames. If you need to like counterspell it, but you need to like hold priority so they don't just flash it back. Alright. Shark Caracas. Yeah, I got one from hand, which is kind of lucky, because like usually the disadvantage of playing that card is it is a very card disadvantage-y. But since we like actually broke even on cards, it's kind of nice. I think the way I win is by somehow getting the Monarch, to be quite fair. So I need to trade all my stuff off.
Have a minute. Let's talk.
It's a big shark. How am I gonna get out of this one? It's like really, really hard. That's probably not it. I should play my land out to scry. In case if it does live towards my turn. Also, actually, extra lands help out with Expressive Iteration. I forgot that. Because there's like a good chance you can cast 2 spells in 1 turn off of that card. Or like 3, even. Alright, that was a pretty likely outcome. Probably would fight over a plow with this Force of Will. Simply because, like, this is not doing much otherwise. Peacekeeper and Zaring Bridge Court deck 1. Sounds like its mana curve is really way too high, to be fair. So decking them is a real possibility because they don't have that many threats in their deck. Like I've surgicaled all of their arrows, so it's like actually pretty hard for them to like kill me. No, they already cycled the Shark Typhoon. Or was there a second one in deck that I didn't see? It's possible that there was a second one in deck I didn't see. Yeah, that one got cycled already. They've used their Jace. Was there another Jace or something? There was like a Hull Breacher that I want to save this bolt for, really, I think. Yeah, it's okay. The cycle happened kind of fast. Feels like they've drawn a lot more cantrips. I don't even know if that's accurate. They might get greedy. I might be able to double bolt them. Well, I sided out one bolt, so that's less likely, but I guess it's hypothetically possible. Like, their clock is very slow, yeah. Yeah, it's a low chance, but it's not zero. Taking a land does basically nothing, but iteration looking pretty good right there, obviously. Yeah, I've done that before, obviously. That's unpleasant. I think I might have to end up bolting that Plague Engineer. Yeah, there was an announcement from Wizards today. You can find it on their website or their Twitter. Basically, there's a lot of unanswered questions about what's replacing MPL or Rivals, which appears to be nothing right now, but obviously they might announce something, you know? So if I killed that, I'm not cracking this fetch because like there's a lot of reasons not to crack the fetch. But if I kill that, I might be out in the clear. I don't know. How many collaterals are going? I guess they have a bunch left. Alright, I guess that works. Also, yes, I might rip Brainstorm, obviously. And also, I think the life total, more importantly, is actually important. You know? I'm gonna have to end up killing that, so I might as well just kill it right away to save the life points. Well, they wouldn't really lose the race because they would be drawing 2 cards from the Monarch, right? Two Quaddles gone. Oh, you think so? I'm not sure about that, but you know, obviously it's possible. Alright, I expect this to die, but that's okay. All my creatures are born to die now. There's a little bit of moto lag now. Only a little bit. They've used 3 plows. They have a terminus left, I think. I think if I win this game, it's sort of an indication that there's something extremely wrong with their deck. Do I care? I don't think I care, actually. Sure. That one I do care about. Bolt right on time. This is a hell of a game. Still need to draw a brainstorm or something. Still have quite a few cantrips left in my deck, honestly. Like... That's not one of them. I should have taken a screenshot of their deck the first time, but alright, they have a Snapcaster left. Terminus. Terminus, Ponder, Carpet, Harvest, Vista. And they have a Snapcaster left in their deck. Alright. 0 fouls left. They only left in 1. Sucks. Basically, these are the games why I think Klothys is so insane versus these control decks. Like, if you just force of load the Celestial Purge on the Klothys easily kills them. Guess I kind of just have to give them... Oh, they can't even... Oh, they can cast Terminus off the carpet, of course. Well... Shit, I should have just played the Angler, actually. I shouldn't have played the Sprite Dragon, too, but that's okay. I actually messed it up, I think. I think what I was supposed to do is just play Angler. Could never beat that Snapcaster. No, it was Snapcaster left in their deck. I just accepted losing to Snapcaster. But you always lose to Snapcaster there because they already have a creature in play, right? Their white card was Terminus. It was Terminus, Ponder, Carpet, Harvest, Vista. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I mean, I wrote it down, presumably. God. Court's really good in the games where they don't have a flash creature, but it's really awkward otherwise. I think I am going to have in my deck. I really don't want to side out Waste because it's so good in the games where they have to fetch awkwardly, but... Engineer and Snake, not unreasonable. I don't really like Thoughtseize versus Uro decks, like, to be fair. For my mind, I only really like Thoughtseize in combo decks. It's, like, okay. It's not... It's, like, exactly okay, I think. Can make a case for cutting these, actually. But they're, like, one of your more or less fragile threats, but maybe you don't even need to do that. Maybe you can actually just grind them to 0. Alright, I'm going to try an experimental sideboard plan, which could be bad, but we'll try this. Yeah, so basically the way I'm playing this deck is I don't want to Thoughtseize versus control decks. I kind of just want to, like, run them out of stuff without paying mana to, like, take a card from their hand. Alright, this is fine. Alright, it's fine. Exactly. You have it exactly correct. I didn't explain that, but good observation, Rubbins. Finding a land would be insane here. Yeah. If they had main phase that Ice Fang, it ends up a lot worse for me, actually, you're right. But that's okay. I mean, I'm not burning my brains from here. Flipping Days is obviously absurd. Think I care? I don't think I care. I think I can shuffle away the bolt, actually. Snap, Hull Breacher, Decay. Decay. Okay. Yo, EOT Impulse, welcome back. So I left in. I have all my bolts in, so this is like a pretty good situation for me to just try to kill my opponent with. Yeah, game 2 I almost decked my opponent, but I didn't quite get there, obviously. It's fine. Just gonna cast it, because I'm so likely to hit good stuff. Alright, days in the hand, bottom that, exile this, play this, play my land, say go. Yeah, I think Forager's really good. That's why I'm splitting Foragers and Anglers. Forager's good versus like a lot of fringe decks too, like it's good versus basically all bug style decks. Remember, I've surgicaled my opponent's plows, so it's not that easy for them to do what they need. Sure. They only have 2 cards in hand. Like, I think forcing that is asking for more trouble than not, honestly. Okay. I mean, I could force plus surgical, but I think that's like asking for a little bit of trouble, personally. Alright, well, first off, is that, and then hardcast surgical on their Uro. Okay. No reason to cast anything. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm just playing a little bit quickly because I really don't want to time out. Alright, nice. Let's see what happened. EOT Impulse, you subbed. I will open a chest for you. That was kind of a stressful match. Into the Wilds and Memnarch. That was a nice match, though. Oh, J Woj, MTG, GG's. I didn't type in the chat because my computer was lagging. I'm always afraid of lagging out there. I was hoping to deck you in game 2. What are my thoughts on OP announcements? I don't like the fact that there's basically no way to guarantee that all of the high-level players will be at all of the big-level events, essentially. Because to me, like, one of the attractions of those events is playing against the best of the best every tournament. If you don't guarantee that they're there, then, like, it kind of defeats it for me. Obviously, like, not everyone else feels the same way, but that's how I feel about it. So this is the list I'm playing. Just played a close one versus four color Bant, I guess, or Bant Splash Black. It was kind of just full four colors. You can shark more bads. I don't care about that, really. I don't know. Anyways, chat, I'll be right back in a sec. I need to fill up more water. I need to help my dad with something, I think. So I'll be right back in a few minutes. If you want to support the stream, following is appreciated. And if you have Twitch Prime or regular sub, and you sub, you can get access to amazing emotes, and you can also have me open a chest. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Am I optimistic things will change? If WotC incurs a significant economic loss, then things will change. Yes, that's true. If they lose a lot of money, they will try to change things. The problem is, it doesn't look like they're actually losing money. So, I don't really foresee that happening, frankly. You know, like, someone has, like, it is true that you vote with your wallet, but, like, honestly, the casual players are in a different, like, hemisphere from us. No, it's not falling apart. You just have to, like, have different expectations about what's going on now, I think. Hates control. You know, that's just how it is, you know? It's probably D&T or Elves. Sounds like exactly okay. I would rather have a removal spell, but, you know. Yeah, I agree with that. Islands are still rad. Oh shit. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, I have to run this. Probably dead then. That's okay. Basically just have to run that in there anyways, so... That's pretty good. Feel not great about this situation, but obviously, like, if I get a turn or two with this forager, it'll probably be okay. But I do need a turn or two, because, like, I don't really have much going on. Like, it was pretty lucky that I found the first force, I think. Really don't feel good about this situation, though. Chancellor flies, yeah. This is a 5/6 flyer. No, because it's a separate trigger. Okay. I feel like you should just... I guess if you don't have a land, you shouldn't wait. The angler on top, I do not believe is helpful. Okay. Yikes. We got there, chat! Jarvis clap, Jarvis math, Jarvis shock. Shocking that, I don't know, like, I guess I had 2 counterspells on 1 turn, but it's really unlikely that that game goes like that, I think, relatively often. Don't really like bullets. I also don't love Young Pyromancer. I don't think it really does anything. I think the Surgicals and Thoughtseize are good. Fatal Push is also a brick. So... My mapping is not great for this matchup, but I guess I'll leave in like a bolt and a... I guess I'll leave in like 2 bolts to try to get lucky sometimes. You could like justify having Young Pyromancer in, but I don't think that actually matters. Court? No. I don't think you want a court in this matchup. This is not a court matchup. Rod is only for Petal. The other reason to have Bolt is Magus of the Moon, so maybe. No, I don't like opposition agent period versus them. I think it's like pretty bad. I think I'm gonna shave 2 iterations actually. Just have more outs to Magus. Cord pitching's okay, but I think the blue count's fine. I mean, like now I'm a little bit lower, sure, but it's 4, 8, 12, 13, 17. It's 19 excluding these, but then it's like 24, so I think that's well within tolerable bounds. It was really shocking to win that game 1, honestly. I didn't even pay attention to the court trigger, actually, which is kind of funny. I don't know, like, it's not high cost to play around Magus, is what I'm saying, though. Right? Like, if it were higher cost, I would consider not leaving the Bolt in my deck, but like Bolt is just good enough on average to like cut a turn off in fringe scenarios that I think it's worth it. Islands are still rad. It's like kind of close because like it's often a brick, but no, I'm just explaining. I know you're not. Well, I mean, I guess you are questioning, but you're questioning in a good way, in my opinion. So, it's fine. All right. Of course. They didn't have shit. That's so tilting. How's that justice? They literally had nothing. It's the opposite of justice. No, I think you have to get the dragon into play because I don't think they're ever... You can't really rely on that happening. I think that's just maniacal as hell. I think this play wins more on average in case if you like chain a bunch of things. It hits for a lot. Like, suppose I just like draw a brainstorm and then find another bolt. Isn't that just literally lethal? Like, brainstorm, bolt is literally lethal by my math. Even ponder, bolt is also lethal. It's just the same. I mean, now I'm dead, obviously. But, like, notice they attacked first anyways. Like, you were just asking me to draw to the... Like... The thing you wanted to do just was never going to work if they were at all competent. Like, I think relying them on bricking on Andralsum is more reliable than that, in my opinion. Yeah, they also knew about the bolt. So it's basically like, if you don't play the dragon, you're just playing to hope that they do something completely nonsensical, which is, I think, not a good way to play. Well, my opening hand had a Thoughtseize and a Surgical, so it's definitely a keep. But I think if you on the player, I think you're allowed to keep a hand with Daze as well. Like, yeah, this is actually a pretty excellent hand, to be fair. Oh yeah, I have a Daze, I have 2 Thoughtseizes. Yo, what's up, Feingersh? Hope you're having a good one. You're a 41-month subscriber. That's so many months. Right. My hand's really redundant. Like, my Thoughtseize was so much better than their Thoughtseize, obviously. Dazing their Thoughtseize just trades for a pedal. I don't think that's actually very good because I know they have 3 mana sources. Oh, don't forget Jarvis Math, Feingersh. New emote. There's actually like 2 little drawings within Jarvis Math, but they're hard to see. Yeah. Basically, dazing is not correct. I'll just take Animate Dead, then they have to draw both halves. Alright. Feel like I'm in pretty good shape, obviously. I think it's too dangerous to let it go, because I foresee it being a problem in like a few turns from now. Alright. Exactly, yeah. I have to force it. It's not like Hope of Ghirapur, yeah. Forager's really good. Yeah, Forager's a complete boss here. Alright, nice. Yeah, when I initially assessed this card, I think I was wrong. I didn't like it very much, but I think I was incorrect because like clearly it's just so incredible. Like you saw it be good basically in all the games we played so far. So you know, like it's okay for me to be wrong. I always say like went back and reassess my priors. You know. We're 2-0 with updated Grixis. Has some foragers, has some anglers, has 3 iterations. Yeah, sometimes being wrong is just merely admitting that you're sciencing, and then sometimes the science is right and sometimes the science is wrong. 4 Delvers, 0. Sorry, 4 Foragers, 0 Delver. Oh, yeah, because that's like a Friedman style Shadowless. It's like a mid-range deck, essentially. That's basically what's going on there. Queues are being slow tonight. Quite slow. That's true, hates control. It's like also even more true right now because like Abundant Harvest is legal in Legacy but not in Modern. But it's legal in Historic, so just like it's like weird. It's a weird divergence. We got a reader! We got a reader! Oh, EOT Impulse, did I open a chest for you? And P Mega, did I open a chest for you? P Mega, remind me if I opened a chest for you. I can't remember. Honestly, like. Alright, you don't know. Well, you're a loyal supporter, and I'm gonna beat you in the draft, so I'm gonna open a chest. Boom Tender. $0.13. That was not worth it. 1 for EOT Impulse, though. Let's see if that one's worth it. Looks like no. Yeah, I've played Bloom Tender alongside Horde of Notions. It's really good there. Oh no, I didn't click in time! Or did I? Oh man, I managed to get there just in time. Where's my match? Oh, there it is. They're always infect. This is not a very good hand versus inject. This is also bad, but keepable, I think. I'm always dazing the elf there, obviously. Like, it's just crazy not to. Just not to shuffle. The card I know they've been liking is the 2/3 bird from Strixhaven. I don't remember the exact name of it. It's a mythic. It's like Makinda. Alright, sure. So I'm gonna look for a bolt or a push off these brainstorms. Mavinda. That might be it, yeah. I normally don't brainstorm upkeep, but I can shuffle anyways, so I think it's sort of fine. Okay, that's good. I think the waste is going to be good in a turn or two as well. I think I'm going to reveal the brainstorm and just draw it anyways because it's just sufficiently good. I'm going to cut myself off black, but I think that's fine. Okay. What's up, Morgan Tries? There's also Jarvis Math, so you should check that one out. Okay. Might be dead. That's okay. Alright, 6 infect. Alright, brainstorm, look for a push or a bolt. It's not it. So I know they don't have Invigorate, because that would have just killed me last turn. So I can put back Dragon Land, I think. Again, I don't really want to show them that I'm black in a game I'm most likely losing. So I'm just gonna like try to hide it for now. Alright. You just need to waste there in case if they do like have another scale up or something and then you get to days or something like that, but most likely in bad shape, obviously. I think it's a good matchup for most Delver decks, especially if you're patient. The problem is that turn I couldn't really afford to be patient with the bolt because I was already like safe against 1 days, just not 2. Interesting. Oh, that's a really good draw. So, so I'm gonna waste them now and just set random stops, and now a bolt. All right, and now we say go. That's fine. So now I can start slamming iterations, I think. I've used 2 bolts, so they've used 2 dazes, but I really want to play a land off my iteration. All right. Daze into hand, bottom that, put the angler there, and cast the angler. This is like basically a very free 2-for-1. And we're going to turn the corner very quickly now. Fortunately, I had to show them that I have Angler in my deck, which is not ideal, but it's so wrong not to play the Angler there. It's just like, look at how fast this kills. I don't know. Yeah, they play Mavinda. They have sideboard Absolute Law and Meekstone and Swords to Plowshares. I'm going to side out this card anyways. Like, I don't think it's great versus them. Well, it's kind of great, but Meekstone's like kind of the scary card. I have 1 Abrade. Just Engineers plus Abrade I think are good enough on average. Yeah, iteration's been good for me. It's been like quite good for me. I don't know. I liked it in the Kenta Hikori. Alright, yeah. We don't want any part of that nonsense. Yeah, that bird is good in Infect. I like it makes sense, obviously. Alright. I don't actually like Force of Negation very much in the matchup because I think like this is first off, you can flood on too many pump spells, and that's like kind of a bad one. This is okay. These are okay. This is an all-star. This is okay. Let's see. If I think they're siding in Rest in Peace, I might actually side these out. But this one's too good. Question is if I actually want Thoughtseize in my deck, I guess. I think I actually decided against Thoughtseize. It's like kind of close actually, but they have 2 Veils. This is bad versus Absolute Law, actually. So I think I've actually talked myself out of having in my deck. It's another removal, but only sometimes. And it's kind of awkward to play it against Veil of Summer a lot of times. Alright, I'm going to shave 1 Preordain for Thoughtseize on the draw. And Blasts are actually pretty good too. Actually, kind of think I should just have Blasts over Thoughtseizes. But yeah, being able to plan also matters. All right, I'm not gonna float on Blast. 2 Blasts feels about right. The problem with Blast is if they actually do land Absolute Law, it's a blank First Blighted Agent. By the way, my goal in this matchup is I'd never preemptively play the Engineer. For me, it's a Flame Tongue Kavu in the matchup. Alright, this hand might look sketchy, but I think you're just priced into keeping these hands once you've registered this deck. Especially versus Infect. Like, the games tend to get grindy. I don't really want to mulligan this hand. Alright. Okay. That's actually a better draw. I'm snapping off Blast because they've gone to 5. Like, basically if I get to trade all of my cards for their cards, I'm probably in good shape. Slightly annoying. I think I should just let it go. That's fine. Next turn I'll probably waste them, yeah. It depends on what they do, obviously. Like, if they play second Noble Hierarch, I probably won't waste them, because that's just, like, kind of a losing battle. They chose not to shuffle. I don't think I'll waste them yet. I think there's more value in waiting, especially since I might need the mana for Plague Engineer at some point. It means they have, like, a Spell Pierce or a Fluster or something like that, I think. Yeah, it also allows me to cast 2 days. Not that I really think I want to, but I could. Waste is almost the same as days. Well, it's worse for me to waste them if I draw Plague Engineer. And there's 3 copies of that card in my deck, so kind of would prefer not to do that, I think. Alright. I think these are all good, actually. Put the Delta into my hand first, because so I can triple days, I guess. Oh, I could have wasted, but I think the mana is actually more relevant. Question is, do I play around their days? I think I will. Yeah, it's really high. Do I even want to kill that? Feels like no is actually the answer. Yeah, I don't want to kill that. Don't really want to waste that right now. If you waste it right now and they activate and have a hexproof card, it's like pretty bad for you. Okay. I think I'll just go for the bolt end step and see what happens. It's safer to take the damage first. Yeah, because of exactly this. It's fine. Probably redraw with the Sprite Dragon anyways, because I do need to get a clock at some point, but I'm pretty safe now, I think. Because if I draw Plague Engineer, I would rather not. Like, I can take a little bit of damage, I just can't take a lot of damage, you know? Alright, now I'm gonna waste it on my turn. If you play Monastery Swiftspear, that's why they don't play Wasteland. Because you have a lot of spells that cost 1 mana that Wasteland doesn't actually cast. Is, I think, what's going on there. If that makes sense to you. I also believe we are in a good spot, yeah. Alright, I'm still gonna play the iteration first. I think it's actually better to put the Ponder in my hand. Bottom the Bolt and exile the Tarn. Play the Tarn, play Delver, say go. Don't think I need to rush to cast Ponder this turn. I can wait 1 turn, I think. Just cast it now to see what's up. Alright. Yeah, Iteration's quite good in this matchup because I think what actually happens is this board state happens often, which is you get into a point where you need to like make sure you have enough threats and interaction. So I got to cast like 2 draw 2s essentially. Alright, like I said, I'm using this as a Flame Tongue. Just name human. They sometimes play Dryad Arbor. I don't want to trade my Delver for a Dryad Arbor. Alright, that should be good enough. Actually, I think I should just leave up Force this turn and just threaten this block and two-shot them. I'm not even going to cast the Forager. I think it's just too unsafe. Like, you could, but then you take down Force, and you lose a lot doing that, I think. Alright, 3-0 so far. Well, I think the reasoning is more that it's just an aggro deck that, like, it's built like a prowess deck in Modern, essentially, is, I think, what's going on there. Like, I've never played with that list, so maybe there's something else going on. But, yeah, I don't know, it could be 2-5 head. Oh, it's Eddie. He's probably playing humans, which means I should mulligan all hands that are bad versus humans. All of the blue-red lists I've played recently do play Wasteland. But obviously, like, context matters. What a jerk. Hate this. I could have brainstormed in response, but I don't like it. Yeah. This is really problematic. My counters are really bad right now, but that's okay. Bolting it now because of Caracas, potentially. But yeah, counters are really quite poor now. I'm getting owned. Basically dead. I have to brainstorm into push to have a chance, and like that's just a chance. That is not it. Yeah, I'm just dead. It sucks. Yeah, that's not my favorite meddling mage. Or my favorite Mother of Runes. I prefer OG. I actually own most of this deck in paper. I don't know why. I guess in case if I ever want to play it, I suppose. These are pretty bad. Might have to leave like one in. Which is kind of sad. Cool or nothing? Yeah, I agree. It's meddling mage only. Actually, I think maybe I want to do is just cut Angor because I don't think it's that generally that good in the matchup. It's like fine. It's exactly fine, I think. Alright. What's up, GC Morgan? By the way, if you all are new to the stream, thanks for being here. Playing some Legacy on this fine Thursday. And hit that follow button if you're new here. And also, if you have a Twitch Prime or a regular sub, feel free to use that here as well. Everything's appreciated. This hand's pretty good, though, so... I'm not going to play Inferior Wasteland, because that's, like, whatever. I will force all Aether Vials. What's that hurt? Let's Sprite Dragon. Boom. Look at that curve. 1-2. Okay. Okay. Preordain's excellent. I have so many more bolts than I do anything else. I think I'm going to end up wasting the waste, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I am going to end up wasting the waste. What's going on with WotC? I don't know. They care a lot about money, I guess, is the short answer. Which is fine. Like, they're a corporation. That's a good one. Yeah, thing is just correct. My top cards are Braid. Like, they're basically almost dead. I don't think their deck has that many flying creatures as well, so I'm in pretty good shape. Spellbinder is certainly a good card in the deck, though, don't get me wrong. Sure. Name's Fatal Push. It's fine. That's fine as well. Sprite Dragon's really good in these matchups because it kills very quickly and has evasion. Like, it's kind of why humans in Modern sometimes lost to spirits because they couldn't block any of the creatures. And that's basically what happened right there. I'm doing exactly fine, Montoya. I've had some personal stuff that's been annoying lately. Alright, I think on the draw I'm going to cut Young Pyromancer for the 4th Force of Will. Yeah, the Sprite Dragon did like 9,000 damage that game. It was kind of insane. Alright, yeah, just submit. I don't think I'll be wasting them this game. So if they had Cavern, they would have led on it. So I think I'm just gonna let that go, actually. Yo, Purslane, thank you! 17 months! Oh, look at all those Dwarves claps. Jeez. Alright. Welcome back, Celine. Appreciate you. How's the cosplaying been? Good? Alright. This force is worthless now, but so are the lands. But the land might be more important later. I think force plus land should go, really. This is... I don't really have time to deploy this Delver, I think. That's what's actually going on. Alright, the bolt is bad, so I should just shuffle. God, Cavern is such bullshit sometimes. I'm basically dead now. I literally did not find any 1 mana removal spells in like 9,000 looks. Oh, nice. Who are gonna cosplay for that? Alright, I'm most likely dead. This is 8 damage and any human kills me. Cool. I just literally didn't find a Fatal Push, but I only have 2 in my deck, so... I looked at like 7 cards, or like more than that. Alright, whatever. Really frustrating game, but I don't think I could have done anything differently. Like, I mulliganed my hand, and like, my hand's definitely a keep. Oh, rip 5-0, chat. But if you want to support the stream, like Celine did, you can follow and sub. So, let's see what's in the chest for Celine. Slither Muse. You want to cosplay the Slither Muse? What a bizarre card. It's like a Hydra, almost. Yeah, I don't think you do either. I think if you just randomly generated cards and asked you, if I asked you if you want to cosplay them, on average, the answer would be no. Ooh, Karma. I actually know what she does, sort of, because I've been playing new TFT lately. I only sort of know. Karma, alt, TFT. Soul Flare is her ult. Yeah, that counts. I don't play Runeterra, but I appreciate people that do, obviously. What's this? Oh, this is happening 100% of the time. God damn it. I hate this shit. Alright, cool. Nah, you're not scrub. Alright, more gambling that they have no lands. If they do, so be it. So it's Eldrazi Stompy, most likely. I think I just play Waste. I'm not gonna waste their waste because it's better to waste a soul land. Yo, we can definitely play. Maybe I'll visit Albuquerque at some point. I really hope I don't lose to this land. Alright, I'm wasting the waste now. Yo, Fornia, welcome back. I see you appreciate the new emotes. Probably dead here, though. Like, freaking 2 Cavern of Souls decks? Ugh. Say it ain't so. Also, the best card in this matchup is actually Delver of Secrets. Because all you want to do is just, like, beat them up. Yo, Lid 6 Sorak C. Thank you for the follow. Alright, I'm dead. I can't get out of this now. Or thank you for the sub. So I'm gonna open chests for y'all unless you don't want me to. But yeah, I'm just getting owned by Cavern of Souls, which is felt right. I actually don't like this card, even though like it does stop Chalice, because I don't think that's actually what the matchup is going to be about. I guess I play Engineer, even though I think this card is not that good for Eldrazi, frankly. I think it's like pretty mediocre, actually. But it's better than Force of Negation. Yeah, Jarvis Clap. Let's get some Jarvis Claps, some Jarvis Mats, and Jarvis Merit in chat for the new subs. The Forger's really good, I think. I'm number 1? I didn't realize that. I thought you watched like Honorog and other people more. Yeah, this hand's really good. I mean, like, obviously I could get Chaliced, but this hand's, like, pretty good besides that. Yeah, look at those emotes. Those beautiful emotes. Yeah, some people accuse me of being a traitor to the lands, but I don't know. I kind of like trying a lot of things a lot of the time. And I hate playing against Force of Negation. And my hand's decent for Chalice, except the problem is most of my deck is still 1-drops, you know? But the Wasteland is the replacement. The value over replacement for Wasteland in this matchup is super high as well. So, I don't know, it's like kind of just kind of nuts. Right. I think I'm actually going to dig for one of my 3 Plague Engineers, even though I'm obviously giving up value. Right, that didn't really work out very well. And Oh, I should have put iteration into my hand, I guess. Whatever. Bottom that, exile that. Never blocking, so. Well, if I find Plague Engineer, it's actually really good for me, I think. They mull this game? They did. I think I'm basically forcing any big creature right here. But we'll see what happens. I think the second iteration is more important to find gas. Yeah, I'm definitely wasting that Eldrazi Temple and playing Whale off the Delve cards, which is like kind of a nice sequence for me. If I draw Plague Engineer, I might not do that. The Sprite Dragon might, funnily enough, be pretty good in disguise, even though it doesn't look like it, just as a blocker. Alternatively, if they have no play this turn, like, if they don't have a 3x or higher, they can't actually do anything. Alright, they have a 3x. Alright, not blocking there. Don't think getting force does anything. Actually, well, actually, it kind of does. Never mind. I'm just gonna kill one of the mimics. That's bad. I think I'm supposed to see if I hit... Red Source Bolt would be a win. Can I beat Smasher? I don't think I can really beat Smasher. Alright. It's bad. Yeah, I have to hope now, unfortunately, but do what we can. Okay, they had nothing! Or they didn't draw the land for their smasher. So game 3 on the draw will be harder. I think I punted the turn I didn't play the dragon to just 7 them twice when they were at 14. Because it made the game really awkward. Like, very, very awkward, actually. I usually shave some cantrips on the draw because of Chalice. That might seem crazy, but I kind of feel like it's actually correct. Like, you could also justify this for Chalice, but I think that's going too deep because it's, like, kind of awful otherwise. Opposition Agent's not a good blocker. No, unfortunately. That's a Hired Blade, I believe is the card name. Or Hired Assassin? Yeah, it's Hired Blade. Usually keep these hands, but like obviously there's a fail case. The thing is, it's just Delver Waste Bolt is so insane versus them that I think it's correct to keep. Ah yes, the Scourge of Modern. Should I waste them? I think I actually am going to waste them, which looks really goofy, but... They went to 5? No, they went to 6. I'm not wasting that one, though. Oh, I would have blind flipped. Darn. No, they went to 6. Sure. Yeah, it was because of the Spirit Guide. Brainstorm's a good blind flip, obviously. Now I think I just attack. Eventually this will trade for that, I think. Wasting the Crocus is just too low value, I think. Okay, that's really good. So what I want to do is just buy a little bit of time. Probably don't need both Plague Engineers, but I do want to waste them. I'm planning on saving the Bolt for their face, essentially. I'm just gonna ignore this 3-2 for 3. Like, that was my plan almost this entire game. Because the Tomb put them to a multiple of 3. Alright, well, I believe I've defeated my opponent fairly easily. Alright, and that's how you 4-1 with Neo Grixis. You know, not a bad showing for the deck. Look at all those juicy chests. Alright, so Aslid, should I open a chest for you? And Fornia, should I open a chest for you? But don't think my sideboard is quite right, obviously. It's like kind of close, but... Alright, Aslid, let's see what we got in here. Ooh, Lurking Predators and Tundra Ephemeral. I don't think these cards are worth anything. I actually do not recall this card like existing or being good or anything really. Oh, this is an EDH All-Star? Yeah, I don't play like actual EDH very much. I played CEDH once recently with Koval and 2 others. But this card was like exactly fine in draft. I mean, it's hard for it to be... It's hard for it to be worse than fine in draft because it's a removal spell, but it was really only fine. Alright, opening a chest for the Tonic Booth. Whoa! Oh no, these aren't worth anything now, I remember. Yeah, it is weird when they make rares that are just okay for limited. This card was good in Kaldheim draft, mostly because the format was, like, could be slow. It was really good in the slow snow decks, obviously. That would, like, triple splash things. This, I have put into my draft deck, and I've actually gotten it with a Lorn card, with the intention of looting it away to a different Lorn card. Which is kind of funny. Like, I was literally just a Teamer draft deck, and this was just in my sideboard, and I just, like, I was casting, like 6th Lorn spell of the game, so I just put it into my hand, then I just looted it away with, like, a different Lorn spell. So, you know, funny stuff that can happen. Anyways, 4-1 with the deck. Deck is, like, Forager's good, Iteration's good. Young Pyromancer, the jury's out. I don't know, like, kind of think just Iteration plus Forager plus Cantrips is, like, maybe the wave of the future. Oh, they have to be in sideboard. It's not like the Wishes anymore, the old Wishes. They basically fixed most of that, except for Karn, the Great Creator, does not work like that. That's the only one, I believe. Alright, I think kind of tired now, but I think I will send you all to someone else, but I will be back. I might be back tomorrow night, I'm not sure. It depends on how I'm feeling. But I'll probably be back on Monday.